Hey y'all, I'm Scrub, and welcome back to Quasimorph. In the last part, we made a minor logistical error and almost took over one of our own stations for an enemy corporation. Fortunately, we failed that mission, which sounds weird to say out loud, but it did work out in the end because we were able to turn around and do the defense for that mission. And more importantly, we got to test out Tifton's Elite over on Francis, and that was exceptional. I really do like that class. It's going to be really good for us. As for what we want to do today, a lot of these missions seem to be wearing off or we won't be able to get over to them in time. In fact, I think the only one we can get to in time is over here on Mechta, which is going to be pretty tough defense mission. I'd honestly like to help them out with some aggression, although I think this one actually just popped up because the one I was looking at earlier was a Citadel 1 mission, which is a 5,004 skull, which funnily enough is just about what we did last time on that assault mission, so in theory possible. The problem is I think we would be dealing with some Quasimorphs on that one, which would make that a lot trickier. Like we've discussed earlier, that could also make things easier in some aspects. The other thing I was thinking about is I was thinking we want to go on an expansion footing because we want to be conquering territory. However, the problem we're going to be running into right now is we need to just build up raw power, I think. Conquest stuff is a bit more long-term, and we need to do the same thing with our technology because, yeah, we need to definitely make sure that we're getting good rewards out of these guys, because the worst thing about the last time when we succeeded in that defense mission, we ended up with a bunch of credits that, as far as I know, we can't use. So that is really not good. So we do need to kind of pick our missions a little bit carefully. However, I'm thinking just to start off, we will just go ahead and do a little bit of a look around at the actual stations so we can hopefully get some class chips, items for upgrades, and then be able to turn that into something a little bit better. So let's head over to Mechta, and that's going to get rid of a lot of those missions that we wouldn't be able to reach anyway, so we'll check the mission list once we get over there and see if we get something pretty good. And they stuck with expansion. I think I'm fine with that. I might want to consider swapping that over to defense or scouting. Oh, you know what? We did get a little bit of power, so technically not a total loss. Good news. In fact, they're almost up to Tech 5 already, which would be amazing. Oh, and they actually want to do a fairly decent conquest against Ancom. We might want to take that one. And that's right here. It is so weird seeing the Church of Revelation so close to the top. The fact that they're actually pacing Tianmin, I actually kind of like that. But yeah, that is wild. And it looks like we actually have a station over on Havoc. How long do we have until that conquest? Oh, 44 days. We should be fine on that. Also, it looks like Tesclan's trying to do a ritual against us. I might want to go stop that. I don't know if we get anything out of that, or if that's just stopping it. It'd be nice if we got some power or something from it. Yeah, we have a couple weeks before these wear off, so let's head over and check if there's anything cool on this station outside of the produced items, because it seems like stations will have some extra stuff on them. But we do need all these bio-waste tanks. We need 8 of them in total. Okay, not a whole lot, but we could get an aspid. And they did just give us, I think, what, like 5 or 6 stacks of chemical ammo in the last part? Yeah, I really would like to do something with these credits that we get off of them. I think it would be a little bit busted if you could just feed that into like direct 1-to-1 power, because obviously we could just feed this and it would literally double our power overnight. But I feel like there should be something we can do with this. Maybe find a way to like convert it into like a lower amount of credits for another faction. I don't know. Oberon Lucas. This is the clone that we ended up picking up at, I think, as a reward for the last mission. He gets 1 weapon slot. His pain threshold is extremely low. That's concerning. He might actually make for a decent sniper character, or someone that just kind of wants to stay as far away from the fighting as possible. He's not good in melee. He has okay health, decent crit damage, okay starvation. We'd have to have a little bit of a think about that one. But let's start off with a little bit of conquest against Ancom. It's going to be 1,600 power concentration, 2 floors, decent little reward. I think we should be fine to send out Maximilian Roar. We need to figure out how to use his robotic stuff and just confirm, yeah, he has the extra AP in running, extra accuracy, and extra projectile, lower scatter. He can detect in normal walking mode. However, remember that does eat AP. Maybe don't go completely buck wild with that, but definitely a good thing to have. Also, funnily enough, you know how I was talking in the last part all about how we were seeing nothing but cadet and we just really wanted some legend? He actually has some. I don't know where you got this or how, but good for you, buddy. Definitely bring 2 stacks of ammo because, yeah, the extra projectile is not a free shot. It just shoots 2 at once. I think in addition to a full stack of engineer kits, I'm going to bring along a firearm repair kit because this thing only has 50 condition. And I assume shooting the 2 at once will count as 2 condition for that. We might need to keep an eye out for that. But other than that, pretty standard setup, and I'm bringing along a buffalo. I don't know how well that's going to work out for us, but we got to try it. And eliminate 50% of the defenders in the kitchen. Make sure, yes, after the last time, make sure we're doing the right mission. And this is Ancom, so they're going to have some pretty scary stuff. It looks like they're weak to Pierce, though, so this should work out. We'll have to see. Oh, and follow up, we should actually get some allies on this mission, so that'll be fun. Okay, as it turns out, we got more than a couple allies. We have 4 Desolators with us. I'm betting once we get our tech level up, these guys are going to be better equipped. I mean, their armor's not the best, but they're just rocking Jeff hammers and a bunch of AP, which is the most important thing in this game. And they even have some implants. Implant CD hit receive +1. What is that? We might need to find a knife to carve up our own guys pretty soon. Also, literally nothing in the starting rooms for loot thanks to the... I immediately did the check without realizing it. Okay, that's going to be bad. It's fine. Also, I think they're just charging in. Okay. Now, probably go up to sprint for cover over here. Okay, what was... Oh, they're... Oh. It's like a hit squad, dude. This is amazing. All right, go for a shot on you. That went down to 46. Okay, so I think we're literally... I think this normally will eat up 1 condition per shot. It is eating 2 per. But again, the fact that we're literally shooting 2 sniper bullets per shot, it's probably worth it. It's just a lot of things you got to consider for that. Oh, someone popped something. And one thing that I was advised about as far as using this head and keeping an eye on the AP, I think what we're going to need to get more used to is kind of looking with our movement. So like right here, maybe not necessarily using it like we use stealth mode, but more, yeah, it's gonna be weird, but I think it makes sense. I think this guy's doomed. Okay, so we got 3 in here. Move up. Okay, so there's at least 1 here, probably 1 here. I am going to use my look to check. Okay, I don't see them. I don't know if there's ways for the enemy to actually negate stealth, by the way, like your stealth checks on them. But that's a lot of... acid. Okay, I think that's our hit team down. Well done, guys. Oh, that explains that. And we probably wait for you. Oh, hey, one of you was in the back. Good. Hey, things have not been going great, buddy. Okay, so if we go down to walking... Okay, unfortunately, I think I would need to actually check with right click and burn an AP to use that. So I don't think you can cheese it like that, but that would have actually been really cool if that worked out. I'm gonna do a regular stealth check. Nothing. Okay, I think you're just gonna be sitting there, so I'm gonna go ahead and push that. And hopefully you're smart enough to not run through the acid puddle until it's done disintegrating. Probably go down to walking for a moment, and we just need to kind of sit and reload. Gunsmith kit right away is pretty good. And that was a Jeff Hammer MD. We'll grab that. That'll be a decent little backup weapon. Grab the tape. Now, speaking of knives, there's that. Yeah, let's actually go ahead and grab that. I'm very tempted to grab one of these and just try and use it on a mission because it feels like this is showing up 1, a lot earlier, and 2, a lot more frequently than it did in my last run. So I think it might be viable. Curiosity is going to get me killed, but I don't care. Let's have fun. Gonna grab that and also start carving up anything that looks like it has a component in it. Sadly, no lucky pull on the beast, by the way. We just got a couple things of wire, but that's fine. Also, I think you're just gonna run out and do your own thing, so have fun with it. I'm gonna be back here looting. 3 buffalo on the ground, though. Go for that. And okay, hopefully with this, I think we're starting to see more buffaloes as well. Okay, so I think they're in pure killer mode because he's just charging straight ahead, which is fine. Storm and CM. Knockback range, knockback, laser sight. Okay, so this is the upgraded Storm SMG. 9 mil still, 4 to 6, 5 turn reload, 5 range. This is gonna be better than this one by chance. 2858. No, this thing's just a damage machine, and 2 to 4 on rate of fire, so you can kind of save ammo with it. I can make room for this one just to bring it back to the ship. And speaking of, more 12-7. Oh, an upgraded Taiga as well. I don't think I've seen one of these before. 1 to 2 rate of fire. I don't know how this compares to a Jeff Hammer. Well, you know what? To be fair, I think having the 2 rate of fire makes this probably a lot more powerful. I don't know if it's worth dragging back, though. We'll dismantle this one. We'll probably find more. Also, keep ripping these guys apart in case we get lucky. All right, go have fun, buddy. I'm gonna keep looting our friends. Oh, speaking of friends, this guy actually had guard clothing on him. which we need for upgrades. That's pretty huge. And we do need to keep in mind Quasimorphosis is a thing here, so we need to be a little bit careful, but we should be fine. I think we're good to drop the knife at this point and start trying to just go straight up loot mode. Sadly, didn't get a single augment out of all that, by the way. We'll just drop everything we have for now. I'll probably need to reorganize that once we actually get some decent loot. Okay, I think our fellow may have met his end already. Let's see where... Okay, quite a few here. That's fine. Go up to walking... Back off a little bit. Go up to sprint and check you. And then we'll reload with the rest of the AP. Go down for stealth check. I don't see them. They're too far. Someone will be swinging by. I have precise shot. Go ahead and start grinding that XP. You have to have seen that. There we go. Any chance I can shoot through the door at you? I'll be honest, I didn't think that was actually going to work. Go double bullets. And I guess goodbye space station wall as well. Okay, well, I'm glad I decided to burn a couple rounds in place for reloads. Back off. That's fine. Go up to sprinting. Shoot you. Quasimorph, that'll help. And you have one of the shotguns, or a rifle. Optical sight bipod with Igvos. Hello. Ooh, that's actually a marksman rifle. So we might want to grab that. Okay, are you gonna shoot at him or you're gonna shoot at me? Probably. Okay, we need to get to cover so we can actually heal this. That's actually a lot worse than I thought it was. Shoot at you. You ate the bullet for her. That's a problem. Back off. And we did get blind shot, which is nice. But how about we go ahead and bandage this up? I'm honestly just going to go ahead and also pop a heal kit here. They should be worried about you. Also interesting. I turned and it didn't actually burn an AP. I guess maybe because I didn't pick anything up on monitor. I mean, I'll take it. That's good. Go ahead and reload while we move out of position. And I'm going to go ahead and have this. Oh, I can't eat because my stomach's torn open. That's a shame. I was going to say I do need to eat up a little bit, but I think... Oh. Okay, that worked out. We did get the heal, fortunately, so now we can eat. You are not gonna cooperate, are you? That's fine. Back off. Turn. Back off a little bit more. Now you're not gonna push that, are you? Okay, go sprinting. Grip shot at you. Back off. Wait.
Somebody please.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit odd, but I think we need to get used to fighting in sprint, which might mean this is another class where we just need to start bringing more food than I'm expecting. Also, how are we actually doing on the level? Okay, we killed enough for the level. That's good. And go down to stealth. Yep, that's why. Go up to walk-in for next round. Okay. Okay, you're not gonna push that, so I'm gonna go reload one more, push out, shoot, run down the hallway with the... Oh, we're in sprint, so that doesn't burn AP, right? Go down stealth so we can check all the bodies in one round. Plague grenades, definitely go for that. And we almost have a full gunsmith kit out of brain just one, so that's huge. Probably go ahead, swap these around. Industrial parts, legend pants, hello. Let's see, that's gonna lower our cut. That's gonna raise blunt by a lot, which, yeah, you know what? I think I'm actually gonna swap for that because they've had the Tabas and our first wound here was a Pierce, and Pierce seems to be the most consistent wound I receive. So I think that's a good call. And the rest of that's kind of mid. We'll drag the Bloodbath back to the ship because that's also really good. Sentry gun, also good. And the Serpent's Mouth. Would I consider bringing this as a backup weapon? Optical sight, bipod. Rate of fire is still 1, so I don't think we do. 4 AP to reload, but you'll reload the whole thing at once. Has a 12-round magazine. Lower scatter, slightly lower on crit chance, accuracy, pretty decently down on crit damage, and it does have lower minimum. It does technically have higher max damage, higher overall condition. However, you got to keep in mind, one, it's going to have unique stuff to repair it with, quasi-bronze and mechanism parts. Although it does have a bipod, which is interesting. We do lose that Pierce, but I'm not sure how well Ancom can defend against entropy, because I believe that's the lowest of your cold and your fire, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so because we have 0 cold and we have 14 fire, it's going to be 0 entropy resist. I don't think we use it on this mission, though. Grab the Abe Gloss, too, though. And if we can get lucky, we'll get something to repair it with. Although, speaking of luck, Quasimorph sensor, this is the second one we need. And I might as well grab the AI module, because I can probably turn around and sell that. Yeah, I remember saying these in the last run. They're a little bit interesting. They have very wide coverage, but it's a bit more shallow. This is a legend helmet, actually. I thought that was a cadet helmet for a second. All right, so we're rocking full legend on this guy, which is pretty nice. Yeah, the Quasimorph sniper with the repair tape, because that works on literally everything. Fix up the gun, and go ahead and grab the mystery pants, just because that might be a decent backup set if I need to, you know, have any kind of coverage against something. And I think we leave these guys for now and just go back to the ship. 300 on Quasimorph while we're back at the ship isn't terrible, but we should get a little bit of a move on. And it looks like we already filled up the ship. Let's do a little bit better organization with some of this random junk we found. Okay, I think I'm gonna go loot what we had over there, come back, and then we'll go straight for the elevator after that. Probably go up to walk just to save time. And make sure we stop a little bit short in case they have a response. And there it is, the 42 cryo ammo. I definitely want to try and get some of that going. That'll take quite a while. Frag grenades. Actually eat this rocket pop, because that's a little bit of food, but more importantly, that lowers Quasimorphosis. And they did give us another one of these shotguns. Let's go ahead and drag that one back to the ship so we can do a side-by-side with the Jeff Hammer. The funny thing about this weapon is it is single load, so we technically don't even need the ammo on the belt. So let's go ahead and throw that in here. Grab the frag. Ooh, another Mantis M3. Is that worth trying to make some room for? It might be, you know, that other one did do really good work for us. Let's see if we find anything else better, but we might try and drag that thing out of here. Another buffalo. Okay, the game's being real nice with these. Drop the one poppy for that, I think. I'd like to try and start collecting a little bit more of that. We're not getting super lucky on the draws for it. Then we usually have more important shit to drag out. That'll be a bit more important, I think, once we actually have the schematics for it. But that's also a situation where the fact that we have Daydream Chems as our proxy corp, they're probably going to be giving us quite a bit of medicine as a reward, so we may not need to worry about it as much as I would normally need to. Which I just remembered one thing I did want to do, because in the last part I was worried about harvesting meat and stuff so I could actually get antibiotics for crafting first aid kits. One of those stations had like 33 of the things. I might as well just grab those ones. I'd rather save it so they can build up their own power. I should probably just grab that. I'm gonna carry around the Igvos. I wanted to leave at least one stack of this ammo on here. I'm already moving away from shotguns, so I think we can disassemble that. I guess replace it with powder, which makes that kind of a weird choice, but screw it, it's fine. Move that up, move that over. I think that's okay. And we're gonna have the capsule anyway, so chances are I'll be able to drop off more stuff anyway, so I think we're good. Yeah, let's go ahead and move on up. And basically 0 ground loot, except for a vending machine over here, a couple medical things over here, and then a server next to the elevator. On the off chance that there's cloning equipment or research, I'm actually gonna head over to the medical room. We do have a little bit of intrusion we can burn, and of course free food. We definitely want to grab that, but be a little bit careful. We've probably cleared most of the level, but that doesn't mean all of it. All right, we came over here for paper towels and rags. I'm glad we spent the food on our way over here. That was totally worth it. Also, there's a dead body here. Is there a chance our ally made it to the... Oh no, there he... Wow, you did really good work, dude. Got all the way up here and killed a bunch of people. I'm proud of you. I don't know if we're gonna get anyone for the second floor. I'm not gonna assume we will, but that would be nice if we got a, like, another free group of people. I'm guessing you just get it for the first floor and then whatever happens, happens. Also, you had stun grenades and a high-tech repair kit. Okay, hold on. We gotta actually make room for some of that. Okay, so this server had something a lot more interesting. A transformer, great. 2 augmentation chips. Ultra voice for the head and anti-grav for the shoulder. Granted, I don't think we can use either of these yet because I think we have to unlock the augmentation department before we can even unlock the chips, but that is huge, possibly. I don't know what those do. We're definitely grabbing both, and we're gonna move up to the second floor. I could try and extract there, but I think we're fine to just push on the mission. Wow, the game's feeling real generous. I get 3 allies. Go get them, guys. And let's see, 14 targets, call the capsule. We also have a weapon locker here, so let's go sneak up to that. I'm just gonna kind of let these guys go do their thing. An SR-78, go ahead and unload that. And where's the capsule? Way up north. Got it, it's in the canteen. We can work with that. Also, probably a good time to eat the can of beans. Okay, looks like our guys want to push up that way too. I'm guessing they just know where people are, so maybe they would make good hunting dogs on missions where you don't have the line of sight. Oh boy, a lot of things are happening. That's fine. First shot at you. And check south. No. Nothing there. Okay, interesting. So I guess it's only once it tries to acquire new information that it's activating. That's weird. That sounds like an entropy weapon. How are we looking? Okay, we've only killed 2 targets, so not yet. Yep. Okay, a couple people in here. That's a problem. Go up to sprint. Check you. Sorry, boy. Might have gotten a kill on you. Oh, it was 2 of you. I'm sorry. You weren't defending anything either. That makes me even sadder. I think they just got pushed back by a... Wait. Was that Warmech friendly? How did that even happen? Because it wasn't in the room with us. Is there a way you can convert enemy robots on a level? How are we looking? 8 targets. We're learning a lot on this mission, and by learning, I mean I still have no idea what the fuck's going on, but it's good things. Go ahead and eat some chicken for free. Okay. Hey, buddy. I did not see you in the room when we were in there last. Sorry. Go ahead and reload the last of the ammo. Also, is that... Oh, the extra shot, right. I forgot about that. That's gonna work for this kind of stuff too. And precise shot up to level 3 is nice. 70% range crit and cooldown goes down to 8. That is pretty damn nice if you know when to time that. Unfortunately, we did kind of build this guy to try and operate purely out of walk and sprint mode. At least we already know that stealth has a place here. I really need you guys to either die or push into that room because I don't think I can get past you. Okay, well, they did open up a doorway, so good news there. And yeah, that Warmech is totally friendly. Also, I guess we won the level. Go team. I know I usually say that when I'm facetious, but our team actually did the work there, so good job, guys. Okay, yeah, I can't get past you. Go down stealth. Yep, you guys keep going on with the level. I'm gonna sprint past you. 2 friendly Warmechs. What happened? Can I even see... No, it's just the standard description of them. Judge ABC. We know we want to try that out on somebody. I am so concerned that these guys are temporarily mind controlled and I'm going to walk past them and they're going to remember they need to kill me. Because we didn't get a random event. There wasn't anything like, oh, guess what? We managed to hack the system. No, this is just a thing that happened that I'm unaware of. Unless the game was really weird about their spawns, these guys can be allies and just happen to put them in a different part of the room is the other thing that may have happened. Okay. They're friendly charging. You know what? Don't even bother looting. Just walk past them. We busted open this room. Unless the thing that happened is maybe we're helping out robot rights and they were being enslaved by Ancom. Maybe that's what happened. Viva la revolution, I guess. Drop the chips. Drop the heal kit. I can probably drop the gunsmith kits at this point. Drop a stack of ammo and drop the cryo as well as the grenades. I don't think we're going to find spares of. And now we just go on a big old looting spree. Overdue soup. Not what I want on my big old looting spree. 6:56, by the way. So we have time, but not all the time in the world. Okay, so I think a spider and also some kind of high-level Quasimorph died here because they have their chitin armor, which is blunt, cut, and pierce, as well as poison. Venusian heavy boots, which no pierce, but blunt, cut, fire, and poison. The Venusians are pretty good against poison, but it looks like if they go heavy, they're also going to be good against fire. Weak against pierce, but the chitin stuff, which is stuff you can actually make on the workbench if you can manage to find the chitin for it. I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever found that naturally. It's not that great, but it is interesting design for sure. And then one of their gloves, which seems pretty cool. Ooh, veteran unloading vest. Definitely grab that. I guess we'll grab a second rookie. Arbiter is not that great. Weapon case, huge. And another food case. I should probably try and get that out. Yeah, let's grab that. Grab that, please. Thank you. Yeah, there we go. Chitin, animal organ. 15 repair, -5 max. I wonder if that's maybe supposed to be for like a cheap Quasimorph repair thing. And we're officially over on Gunbane magazines, which is huge. I get another storm out if I really wanted to. Are you using that? No, you're just using 9mm, sadly. Yeah, we'll try and get that out along with the Gunbane, and then the rest of that can be dismantled. Armor repair kit on the ground. That's nice. Cadet, and Eliminator. Oh, this is our guy that died. Thank you for your service, dude. You have been an extremely big help, and I'm gonna use your repair kit to make sure that I survive. Yeah, these allies, I didn't get a chance to use them in the last run. They kind of knock things up to a whole nother level, don't they? They really help you, take off. That's what I get for just running around like an idiot. It's fine. It's working out. We're okay. Jaguar Knights, remember, they're fierce, rawr. They also have 3 AP, which is really scary. Fortunately, these guys don't have any pierce resist because Venusian armor. So we swap over to the old hunter and we go Jaguar hunting, which is a thing I don't condone in real life, but when it's Venusian demons, I am all about it. Okay, well, there's the AI still just kind of running around vibing. I don't think that guy bled out, did he? Another high-tech kit. I already put up the other one, sadly. I think I'm gonna just leave. I'm getting real greedy about looting, and Interestingly enough, it seems like these guys are good at tracking down the humans, but they don't seem to be auto-tracking the Quasimorphs that are showing up. Oh, don't do it. Okay, hold on. We can actually out-AP you. Haha! Eat my 4 AP, you dick. And there we go. Ancom sells to Daydream Chems right away. Lovely. We do get a little bit of power as a bonus for that, but more importantly, we get the station. And they gave us a research station on top of that. Great. A little bit of cheap food, some first aid kits like we were talking about, some morphine, which is nice, and the Crash Mod P, which I believe is the second tier of the submachine gun shotgun hybrid thing. I actually really like that one when I was using it. I don't know if it's really where we're at right now, though. We might be a little bit past it. Maybe with some modifications, it could be really good. Who knows? Oh, and it looks like we have a couple upgrades. One in navigation. What's that? Oh, less enemies per mission. Absolutely. And we could go right into item level if we want to burn our research stations. Before we do that, let's see. Engineering, that is... I think we need weapon cases for something else right now. Hold on. Check everything else before we agree to that. Oh, we will need them for scavengers, but we're also waiting on 3 welding machines, so I think that's quite a ways away. So we can probably use it if that's the only thing we're worried about. And research only needs clothes right now. It will need some more research stations eventually, but that's quite a way away. So yeah, we'll definitely do the item level up because that'll get us some better stuff, and also we can get our 3rd floor for the geoscanner. Now all we need is 2 more employee ID cards, and we need, let's see, that's 2 electrical parts and 2 research stations, which will get us more points for items per mission, as well as item level up again. We almost have navigation maxed out, actually. That's really nice to see. Just a few things scattered around, and we might as well go ahead and start upgrading the weapons stuff as well to get down to the next part of it. Oh, hello. A new mission just popped up. I don't know if we can get over to it, but Daydream Chems, my lovely, lovely proxy, they want to hit Tianming. They know. 434 Hungaria. I don't think we're going to be able to reach that because that's out in the rain. Yeah, 44 days, and that's 34 days on the mission, and it literally just popped. So also 4,500 defense. I would actually try that one. We would definitely have to fight a Baron on it, but I would try it for sure. Sadly, we can't even reach it in time though. So after we orbit for a bit to let our capsule recharge, how about we wrap up by trying to help out our guys against Testclan? Oh, also, I just realized we do need to let this timer burn out as well to see if there's anything good here in the kitchen, which is just a business center, funnily enough. There we go, capsule ready. And again, defense mission, make sure we switch it. And it's a 2-floor mission. This one's a little bit interesting because I've read online you can just get screwed by how this mission exists, because the first floor's fine. You just got to get up to the 2nd floor. However, once you get to the 2nd floor, you're on a timer. I believe you have 80 turns to get to the objective. The problem with that, it could be literally anywhere. We could fail just by trying to attempt it, but we're going to clearly go for it. And I'm thinking I actually want to send Percy on this one since these Quasimorphs seem to not like Pierce. I'm wondering if we want to throw this military frame on him. The controller, I believe, is chest, because this says body. Oh yeah, because the military controller is literally this one. So yeah, you know what, go ahead and have a bunch of resistances. It's gonna lower your health, load weight modifier goes down, and you can't heal as much. You will get some bonuses off that, so I'm sure that'll be fine. And I won't go in on anything else quite yet. Also, yeah, there's the thing that happens. Keep in mind, whenever you install an augment, you unequip your weapon, so definitely be careful with that. Admittedly, a bit of a weird choice on what we're bringing for the mission. Also, make sure we actually unequip some of the stuff from last time. Yeah, we're gonna grab some Moo, some synthetic chips that we just got, and a couple watermelons. Get one more bandage for you. There we go. We've got a couple antibiotics. We've got first aid kits up here, and we've also got a full stack of engineer kits, and I'm gonna bring a firearm repair kit because this thing does rinse through condition, and I'm thinking 3 stacks of ammo. I'm kind of tempted to actually bring some explosives, even though we just dumped these ones, but I think we'll be good because yeah, this one's gonna be a lot more of a run and gun once we get to the 2nd floor, so we're gonna need to be hyper aggressive, so I think this will work out for that. And okay, you have Ibn Sina and Smuggler chest. How's your entropy? You could use a little bit more fire. Do I have any chest pieces I'd want to swap out for that? While I am worried about entropy, they also do have capabilities for poison. I could give you the bloodbath, which gives you a lot of good resistances across the board. It boosts your fire, so you'd actually be about even on those. I mean, I guess it's only 14 poison for a lot more gain. Yeah, go over the bloodbath. I think that's a good trade-off. So there we go. 52 entropy resist and 61% poison resist and 69 beam resist. Nice. And you've got your buffalo. You've got a veteran vest already. You're pretty well damn stacked. So it's going to be a shame when I throw here on what should be an easy mission. And yes, Daydream Ken's beneficiary. We're hitting Testclan, who admittedly, I don't think we've touched this entire run somehow because he's still at 20 reputation and I don't think we've helped him or attacked him. So yeah, this will be fun. And even better, of course, we have our backup. I was really worried when I saw the fist there. I thought I may have forgotten to re-equip my thing. And they have a signal jammer, so they figured out signal jamming technology. Okay, the signal jammer's on the other side of the world. It looks like most of the level is empty because of the low power. Probably don't even go for the jammer. Yeah, the first thing down here is just a basic medical container. There's a couple. And the elevator's over here. And I believe, yeah, right now we're not on a timer, so if we want to take our time and loot here, we can. Possibly one of the most empty levels I've ever seen. So we'll sneak up a little bit, let these guys get in position. Go get them, Chief. Management unit and AI module right away. That is pretty nice. There's that entropy, by the way. We'll probably want to go grab that. Just let these guys kind of filter out. We'll probably actually want to grab the equipment off our dead allies. Will also be a good call. Ooh, a lot of enemies. Okay, here we go. Let's stealth, and then we'll go sprint for next round. I think things are about to get real. What are you using, by the way? Jeff Hammer MD. So you should actually be shredding. I was thinking about grabbing a scout for this mission with a shotgun, because I feel like this is one of the few factions that shotguns will be really good against. But I think this is going to be an okay call as well. The Quasimorphs can panic. I don't know how I feel about that. That feels a little disingenuous for space demons to be like, oh my god, we're getting killed, someone help me. I feel like they should be maybe immune to certain effects. I don't know, maybe they're closer to us than we thought. Also, we're just gonna have to shoot through all this. Okay, screw it. Get an angle. There we go. Don't be a heathen. Also, now we have all these to pick through, so I guess we'll just grab literally everything. And the Venusian armor. Would I even want a set of this? Like, it's not terrible. It's not great. Let's see. Blunt, cut, fire, and poison. I mean, it says it's heavy. I don't think this is their actual good heavy. I mean, this one's not bad, but yeah, 75 boots are pretty trash. 50 on the chest isn't great. 43 on the helmet. I'll grab some of these, and also... Okay, yeah, the blue feather I'm pretty sure is for repairing some of their weapons. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out. Ooh, the Quasimorph shotgun. I had fun with this last time, or last run, rather. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for some of the better stuff, but... yeah, I don't think right now that's going to be super impressive. Ooh, I have Karok. I'll see if we can grab that for the ship, because I might use that on another level if we stick around this area. Yeah, like, see right here. 225 on the chest is 75. That's a lot better. We can definitely grab that. Yeah, this one's pretty garbage by comparison. Use that to repair this one. In fact, I should probably dismantle these and see if I can... I got Ganix rags. I'm fine. Ooh, shard, though. That's actually pretty good. Well, I did say that one of our guys would give us a Gorgon eventually. I just didn't think it would be like this. Drop the extra bandage for now. I think we're fine. Grab this. Throw that here. Grab this temporarily. Drop the splint. Reload you from the backpack, and I probably want to grab this buffalo as well. Yeah, Pirogov and Eliminator along with Cadet still, sadly. Another one of these quasi shotguns. Are you in better condition? No, you're actually at 50%. We definitely want the Igvos off of that, though. Yeah, I feel like this might actually be a good opportunity to try and get some of their repair gear while we're just kind of running around, or in case we do find some better stuff that they have eventually. Admittedly, a pretty weak haul for the ship, all things considered, but we are at least getting some value out of the level. And also something to keep in mind, yeah, the intrusion meter's still going up. So, not only are there already Quasimorphs all over the level because we're attacking Tesklan, but also they will be getting stronger as this goes up. So, just because this went super well doesn't mean the next floor is necessarily going to be quite so easy. Also, eat all this stuff before we move on. There we go. Get a little bit of that regen going. Almost there. You need to find the ritual site and stop it as soon as possible. Boss, things are bad. They've clearly neglected the people's health on this level. We won't find any bandages, first aid kits, or even toothpaste here. I hope we sent enough meds to keep us alive. Okay, I was gonna say, I can't help but notice we don't have any allies with us, but it seems like we do, fortunately. Signal jammer again, though, so we're gonna have to find the ritual site old school. This level looks a lot better equipped, though. I see servers, I see libraries. There's the ritual. If you can believe it, it looks like a ritual site. You can just kind of figure it out. And it's not that far away. Also, there's 2 jammers, you dicks. I don't know if our allies are gonna shoot at those or not. I'm gonna assume no. And yeah, we have to kill the targets at the ritual site. There's gonna be targets between here and there, obviously, and we have 80 turns to do it. Capsule, where are you going? I can't tell that because of the fucking mini-map thing. Right, I just looked at that. Okay, capsule's over on the far right, as far out of the way as possible, next to nothing. And we need to get a little bit of a move on here, so I'm even gonna go ahead and do some sprinting. It doesn't look like they're prioritizing the site, because I think I just saw them break through here, our allies. So... check, stealth. Okay, gonna go ahead and shoot that once. Okay, that damaged everything around it, but that's fine. Get the reload in. Remember to stealth check along the way. Sprint. down to stealth. And since we're in stealth, probably actually get some watermelon going. Okay, we only get 2 per. That's pretty bad, but that should get us through this main fight at least. Okay, don't sneak forward too quickly. Remember, you're on a literal timer. Not the best. Okay, go up to walking. Stealth the next room. Okay, there we go. We can do a couple stealth moves here. Nothing through here. And remember, we have full auto if we need it. Okay, what do you have? You have a spiked club. There's one of the good helmets, by the way. You have Tlotlau with you, Scorpion Puppy, and the other 2 are unidentified. I'm going to risk a shot here. Okay. Jaguar Knight and Custodian, all melee, and a lot of AP. Full auto at you. I was really hoping there would be some pierce through. 1, you'll be able to... Okay, draw them out here. I think that's good. You're at least stuck here, so 1, 2, 3, you're fine. There we go. And... Okay, that's real bad. I fucked up. I really fucked up. It's fine. We're A-okay. Back off. Okay, I think we actually got a really good wound on you, if I had to guess. Yeah, dodge down, damage per AP. Oh, we got like 3 deep wounds on you with this thing. That's huge. And you punctured me. That's fine. Okay, ritual is successfully finished, or rather prevented. So move up, go down, do our healing. Let's see, that is the manipulator, so we need to engineer that. Oh, here we go. This is the 3rd tier of the good Venusian armor. This is technically stronger than mine. 16 on blunt, 30 on cut, 16 incendiary, and 22 poison. Really good for the right mission. I feel like that's when you really need to pay attention to what you're doing, though. And now we need to start looting all of the decent places around here. Also, follow-up, I don't know if the auto dock will heal mechanical stuff. I assume no, but that would be interesting if it could deal with that. Also, now that we're, well, I say we're not on a timer. We are up to 5:34. Although... Okay, hold on. Deal with this first, but what I was thinking, if we can gather all our allies in one spot, we might want to trigger a Baron. If we can clear the level so he has no backup and it's literally just us, like 4v1 against a Baron, I don't know what the Venusian Baron does, so he could still absolutely obliterate us, but how many opportunities are we gonna have to gang up on a Baron? Probably not many. Well, that's why we check. That is why we check. And the server's in the way. Okay, not in the way of you. Angles. They're the best. Reload. Okay, I think the combat log's just catching up. I thought that was them fighting other stuff. I mean, I say that. That's going up pretty quickly. So they probably are fighting some other stuff. Also, what's all in here? Transformer. I probably need to drop some garbage I've picked up. That's fine. Transformer and lamp. Okay, kind of disappointing on these ones. We'll go grab this, though. Probably actually go check out the food before I forget. Don't go to the elevator quite yet. We probably want to go to the capsule, if nothing else. Okay, I don't see friend or foe on scans. Okay, that's definitely friend down. You had some cigarettes on you. Try and get some of that. There's a dead turret in here, a big ass corpse. All the servers got completely destroyed. Guess we'll go ahead and pop that. There we go. That works. I feel like the Quasimorphs might have won in here. There was a dragon turret as well. Also, would that thing have been on our side, or did the Quasimorphs figure out that technology as well? I honestly don't know. Centaur. Had a gunbane magazine. Nice. Nothing we can use right now, sadly. Oh, hello. Our other buddy had a PMC ration and a weapon case on him. Okay, these ally missions are going to be insanely powerful. They just keep bringing awesome stuff like this. This is working out pretty well for us. Now I just need them to up their armor game and we'll be set. Okay, sadly, I think they did all die because I'm not seeing them anywhere. And I honestly didn't get a good head count of them before we got in here. And sneak in here. Okay. So I think it ended up with pretty much everyone except me dead, which is usually the ideal situation. So we can work with that, and pretty good gear. I think we're good to bounce. I'm not gonna go back and grab some of that extra stuff. Could possibly fight the Baron. I simply don't know if it's worth the risk. Also, might as well grab some free water. I think there was some in the vending machine as well. Again, this might be one of those ideal situations to take him on because it would literally, I think, be a 1v1. I don't know if the Barons bring backup, but I'm also not that worried about it. Don't force these things, especially when we're about to just have a guaranteed win here. And I think, sadly, this was another situation where we didn't get anything out of that. We just, you know, defended it, which is a real shame. Okay. This is one that I've been looking forward to for a long time. Terror Pack. It's a melee class chip, which, as we've seen, obviously I haven't brought out Isabella in a while. Yeah, Terror Pack I think is a little bit different because this one wants you to go full Quasimorph. So we can kind of justify that. And I don't know if there's ways to get like huge resistances as that. I mean, we're probably not gonna be able to use this thing right away. I think you actually need to have some Quasimorph parts for it. Of course, I don't know what this is like because of the class rework. So I imagine it's mostly the same, just looking at the names of the perks, but that could be very good. And also some garbage. Hell trendy too, but yeah, nothing too great there. And we got some decent upgrade material out of that, but nothing we can actually upgrade. And this brothel isn't actually producing anything. What's the point of it? Because it doesn't seem to have great pop. It's not producing power or anything. Oh, you know what though? You have 3 recreational ARs, an item. You know what? We're grabbing all of that. You owe us for that last mission, you bastard. And this thing only has 2 days till it's fixed, so we might as well do that. Okay, apparently it's not that great. It says it's only producing ammo, and it only has ammo right now. Oh, damn it. Daydream Chems failed one of their conquests I couldn't get to. They want to hit SBN. All right, Daydream Chems is trying to punch at the Hexarchs. I love that energy. Still at the bottom, but you are technically gaining power, and we are up to double digits on assets. And you're just away from getting your Tech 5, which would be great for us. But I think that's what we'll call it apart for here, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of work with Daydream Chems. We got to see how powerful that ally branch is. Holy crap, is it powerful. Any kind of ally in this game is huge because that's just one less person shooting at you. But these guys are only Tech 4 and they're coming in heavy duty. They are clearing floors under the right circumstances, especially on that last mission against Quasimorphs. And on top of that, they can apparently bring in Warhead mechs, which I was not expecting at all. That's huge. That is... Honestly, I think if you're ever going to proxy corporation, you just need to make sure that you save the stuff for that ally upgrade, because that's just making this stuff a cakewalk. And the fact that it just automatically applies to every floor is insane. But next time, I think we're going to continue to keep working for Daydream Chems and trying to get them a bit more built up because, yeah, they're doing well. I mean, their power's not great, but we are actually gaining overall, I would say. And if we're there to help out with stuff, I think we can do even better. In fact, okay, I think we actually skip that other mission already. I was gonna say we might even want to go back and try that other mission, but I think that one already expired, sadly. Gonna take a quick look, see if there's anything we want to do in particular next time that we can actually reach. Yeah, they are trying to conquest a bunch of stuff. It's all just sadly out of reach. Although this SBN looks like it could be pretty easy and it's right next door. And we do need to go over to Mercury to check out those stations as well. Although there is a mission right here on Mechta, infiltration against Planet Bridge, so we'd just be hunting down their teams. Mars is a little far away, and that Citadel 1 mission is going to expire in a day. So yeah, next time we're probably going to head over to Mercury to do a quick little mission against SBN. We might be able to get some of those ledgers and employee ID cards that we need for a few upgrades, and we can probably get some decent tech off of them as well. So hopefully y'all are looking forward to it. Until then, thanks for stopping by. See you later.